Now, from the area's leader in live local news, this is Wyln News, the area's #1 source of live local news and information in Luzerne, Schuylkill, Carbon, and Columbia counties. Wyln News starts now.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us on Wyln News. I'm Ryan Prosick. A man from Shepton has been taken into custody after an altercation with a manager escalated. John Gustitis of Shepton is facing felony aggravated assault and robbery charges after an incident in which a manager reportedly saw him place items into his backpack. According to witness reports, when the manager questioned Gustitis spit in his face and reportedly threw a box of magazines at him. Gustitis was then found by police walking along Gold Star Highway, where the police questioned him. Police say Gustitis did not cooperate, giving the officers false information such as birthday and identity. Gustitis then spit in the police officer's face, threatened them, and resisted arrest. Gustitis faces 3 counts of felony aggravated assault, 2 counts of felony robbery, and 3 counts of misdemeanor terroristic threats, among other charges. Gustitis is currently locked up in Schuylkill County Prison for failure to post $50,000 straight cash bail. The Hanover Township Police Department is asking the public for help identifying 2 suspects believed to have been involved in a retail theft. According to police, the 2 men pictured on screen used counterfeit $100 bills at Garrity Supermarket on August 26th around 1 p.m. Anyone with information regarding the incident or the identity of the suspects is asked to call Hanover Township Police at 570-825-1254. Also, the Hanover Township Police Department is investigating an incident involving counterfeit currency. The pictured female entered a KFC restaurant located at 140 Oxford Street, Hanover Township on August 26, 2023 at approximately 11:12 p.m. and made a small purchase paying with a $100 bill. It was later learned that the currency was counterfeit. Anyone with information on the identity of the above pictured female is asked to contact the Hanover Township Police Department at 570-825-1248. Governor Josh Shapiro and Pennsylvania State Police Commissioner Colonel Christopher Paris announced that they will remove the college credit requirement for Pennsylvanians who want to serve as state troopers. The previous education requirement of 60 college credits has been in place since the 1990s, and this move will expand opportunities for individuals seeking careers as state troopers. Governor Shapiro spoke about this change and how he hopes it will encourage more applicants to the Pennsylvania State Police.
This announcement today, of course, is an extension of the commitment I made on my first full day in office. That's the day when I signed an executive order marking that 92% of state government jobs would be open to Pennsylvanians without a college degree. Since then, our administration has worked to emphasize skills and experience in the Commonwealth's hiring practices. And we've worked very hard to break down barriers to create real opportunity for Pennsylvanians who want to succeed. There are many different paths to success as a state trooper, whether that's through school, through the military, as so many of our troopers have gone, or on-the-job training. Now, all of them are open across this Commonwealth.
Cadet training lasts 28 weeks and includes coursework in Pennsylvania crimes and vehicle codes, law enforcement principles and practices, firearms and special equipment training, and physical fitness. Upon completion of the training academy, cadets are promoted to trooper and receive an increase in salary currently set at $66,000 annually. The Shapiro administration and the Pennsylvania State Police will continue to regularly evaluate its hiring practices to ensure the Commonwealth is recruiting the most well-qualified public servants possible. For more information on becoming a Pennsylvania State Police trooper or to apply, visit phtrooper.com. The Hazleton Drop the Drugs program will be hosting several drop-off events in the coming weeks. These events offer the community the chance to dispose of medical drugs which are no longer needed. The Drop the Drugs van will be at Unico Italian Festival on Saturday, September 9th from noon to 2:30 p.m. at the Community Park in Hazel Township. The van will also be present at Representative Dan Watro's Senior Expo on Thursday, September 21st from 9 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. at the Laurel Mall. A third drug drop-off will then take place once again at the Community Park for the Fall Festival and Trail of Treats event. This will take place on Saturday, October 21st from 11 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. The Weatherly Borough Council held a meeting on Monday. At the meeting, the council decided to not sell a small piece near Urana Park due to confusion regarding the loss of the deed and potential deed restrictions. The council also voted to approve a switch to using Mauch Trust and Jim Thorpe as its depository. The council previously used Truist Bank in Weatherly until the branch closed earlier this year. An arrest warrant is currently out for a woman who resides in Summit Hill and Lehighton. Courtney Paremba is wanted for burglary, among other charges. Anyone with information regarding Paremba's whereabouts could contact the Mahoning Township Police Department at 570-386-2241 with the case number shown on screen. Coming up on WYLN News, the United Way of Greater Hazleton holds a backpack giveaway. Plus, the Department of Veterans Affairs Medical Center in Wilkes-Barre announced a new associate director. But first, we'll take a look at our 5-day forecast brought to you by the WYLN Weather Kids. We'll be right back.
My name is Owen. Tomorrow is sunny.
Weather Kids is brought to you by Lehigh Valley Hospital, Hazleton. Your health deserves a partner.
We want your child to be our WYLN Weather Kid. Your child can be our feature weather reporter of the day on WYLN News and WYLN social media posts just by using your smartphone or any video recording device. It's easy. All ages are welcome, from toddlers to teens. To find out how, go to the weather section of WYLNTV.com or look for our post about it on the WYLN News Facebook page. Submit your Weather Kid video today.
Your guide to everything Pocono Mountains is PTN, the Pocono Television Network. Tune in and see all the unique places to stay and things to do in the Pocono Mountains. Watch PTN on WYLN.
F&L Doors, your trusted overhead door supplier. For over 50 years, providing quality products and service to Eastern PA and beyond with 2 strategic locations. They carry top brand manufacturers and guarantee parts and service for your home or business. From new construction to replacement doors, inspections and service calls. F&L Doors stands behind every job, taking pride in the work they do. Call 800-344-DOOR. Visit F&L Doors online at fldoors.com or visit their showrooms in Hazel Township and Schuylkill Haven.
Hello, I'm WYLN historian Chris Fulmer. Pennsylvania's communities are filled with interesting history. Come with me as we discover the people, events, industries, and other historic facets of local towns.
Welcome back to WYLN News. The United Way of Greater Hazleton is celebrating back to school with a backpack giveaway to the students of the area. We got the opportunity to speak to United Way CEO and President Gary Perna about the event.
We are giving away free school supplies to kids in the Hazleton area school district or within the bounds of the school district. This is the first time that we're doing something like this, and we packed over 600 book bags to give away today.
Gary also told us about how the event came about and what the main goal of this event is.
So this was an idea, we started looking at what we wanted to do and how we wanted to give back to the community here. And we've seen a tremendous need, and it keeps growing every year. So when we're looking at this and you're saying families now are, both parents are working, there's 2, 3, or 4 kids, it's prices are going up on everything. So now let's add back to school on top of it. So if we could just take a little bit of that burden off the families this year and be able to provide them with at least some supplies for back to school to get their kids on the, on the right foot heading to school this year.
There was a lot that went into this event, and Gary told us about the massive amount of support the community has given towards the backpack giveaway.
So we had many businesses throughout the greater Hazleton community, along with individuals who donated money or who donated supplies to this. And of course, Catholic Social Services is letting us use their facility here today to have the give out. So this has just been a great big effort by everyone in this community.
We also couldn't leave without asking Gary what was inside the backpacks to jumpstart the kids' school years.
So we put in their notebooks, folders, pens, pencils. Some have crayons, some have colored pencils. We have erasers, and also we put in a little note from the United Way wishing them, the best with this school year, and a resource guide from all our agencies so that parents can take a look at that in case they need some assistance.
If you missed today's book bag event, the United Way of Greater Hazelton will be holding another one tomorrow, August 31st, starting at 1 p.m. at the Klein Township Police Department. The Department of Veterans Affairs Medical Center in Wilkes-Barre has announced Kathleen Pisano as Associate Director of Patient Care Services and Nurse Executive. Pisano began her career at the VA in 2005 as a Learning Opportunity Residency Nurse extern and accepted a permanent position with the organization following her graduation from the University of Scranton. Pisano holds a Bachelor of Science in English and Nursing and a Master's degree in Nursing from Sacred Heart University. She achieved certification as a clinical nurse leader in 2014 and also completed a nursing management certificate program in 2017. Throughout her career, Pisano has been a mentor to others and has demonstrated a collaborative, patient-centered approach to care delivery for the veterans served by the Wilkes-Barre VA Medical Center. The Salem Township Volunteer Fire Company received a $22,500 donation this week. The donation was provided by the Caithness Freedom Generating Station, who has donated over $800,000 for projects in Salem Township and the surrounding areas, including $25,000 just last year. Past donations to the firehouse allowed them to purchase a new fire truck to better serve and protect the people of the area. Camp Victory will be hosting its annual community open house. The event will take place on Sunday, September 10th from 12 p.m. to 3 p.m. at Camp Victory in Millville. The event promises a day filled with family fun, food, and exciting activities. Family and friends can enjoy the 130-acre summer camp with activities and attractions. The event will feature participants taking on the challenge course, camp tours with a wagon ride, music, arts and crafts, and more. To learn more about Camp Victory, visit campvictory.org and follow Camp Victory on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Coming up on Whitehaven's News Choice, we preview the AFC East on Let's Talk Sports. Plus, Lisa Marie is back on Wellness Wednesday. So stay right here because we'll be right back on WYLN TV.
Third Base Luncheonette, still making memories after all these years. SJ Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond Contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi electric Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Rinnai, and trained comfort specialists, call SJ Kowalski at 570-455-2600.
Penn State Hazelton is improving the lives of others, starting in our community.
Providing degrees that meet the needs of the area.
Fueling entrepreneurship and contributing more than $36 million annually to the state's economy.
Researching the health of our local ecosystem on the Susquehanna River.
Together, our impact keeps growing, backed by the strength of 24 campuses and 700,000 alumni.
Your guide to everything Pocono Mountains is PTN, the Pocono Television Network. Watch PTN on WYLN.
If you're looking for an affordable pre-owned car or truck, Jura's Auto Sales has a great lineup of clean, dependable, and quality vehicles. Stop in 610 North Broad Street, West Hazelton, 570-454-7229.
There's no better place to shoot than Whitetail Preserve. Their skeet, trap, and sporting clay fields are professionally designed, and all stations are handicap accessible. Whitetail Preserve has resident shooting instructors certified by the NRA in shotgun, rifle, pistol, home safety, and personal protection in the home. Whitetail can also cater any size event, whether it be a private party, corporate event, or wedding. Call 570-384-2314 for more information. Do you like craft beer? Do you want to learn the right way to sample wine? How about checking out a restaurant with a unique flavor or a crazy food challenge? These are just some of the things we are featuring on Wine, Hops, and Road Stops. So, spend some time learning about great wine, great beer, and great food on WYLN TV 35.
Welcome back to a Wednesday edition of Let's Talk Sports, where we will jump over to the AFC side of things today, and we will start with the AFC East, a division that was ruled by Tom Brady not so long ago, and the Bills as of late. Well, it looks like several teams are in line to make a push, and let me tell you, it will likely not be the Patriots this time around, as they will likely finish last, and that could lead me into a rant that will likely draw me several harsh opinions. So let me do it anyway. We are starting with the Patriots because I think they're going to finish last. So this is the perfect place for this rant. And let me say this. Bill Belichick is not a good general manager. There, I said it. It has nothing to do with his coaching or coaching ability. Completely separate that and look at his moves over the past few years in building a roster. Sorry about that. You will struggle to find many good ones. He traded Chandler Jones to the Cardinals a few years back. And that was the big one because he got no productive pieces back in that trade for a star pass rusher. A second-round pick for Mohamed Sanu, who did absolutely nothing for the team. And trading away Stephon Gilmore, a lockdown corner. It's another big mistake. And his draft picks, they've been okay, but they haven't been the best either. He has not put this team in the best spot to win before they step on the field. I'm going to preface this. He does when they're on the field, but like I said, completely separate the two. But anyway, this Patriots roster feels a whole step behind the other three in this division with it in its current state. Who knows what Bill is trying to do, but can we tell him it's not working? Anyway, he's not putting his team in the best spot to succeed, and I believe, here's a hot take, he's hiring his old friends and it is costing him wins. Offensive coordinator Matt Patricia last season had no experience coordinating an offense whatsoever, and you could tell. So anyway, another topic for another day. Now, this selection was hard, but we're going to move on to the Miami Dolphins, who made the playoffs last year and did not make too much noise as they did not have their quarterback, obviously due to that scary head injury, and that will always remain in the back of people's minds, and for good reason. Tua looks to be back this year, though, with Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle, who, by the way, speaking of Jalen Waddle, the Colts asked for in a trade for Jonathan Taylor. The Colts have reached shipwreck status levels, so that's another story for another day, but I don't want to keep ranting about the Colts. We're sticking with the AFC East here. The AFC South, I think, is going to be tomorrow, so we'll touch on that when we get there. But the Dolphins have all the talent in the world, and I expect them to make the playoffs in this strong division and conference. They have made all the right moves except the one they probably wish they had back, and that is selecting Tua over Justin Herbert. I could not tell you the level this team would be on if they had Justin Herbert. Tua is still serviceable at the position, but Herbert would make this team a Super Bowl contender, but there's no redo here, so we shall see the ceiling of this team with Tua if he ends up taking the next step that Herbert and Burrow have already made. Moving on to the Jets, and you have no idea how bad I wanted to put the Bills here, as I think it's going to be very, very close. With the Jets getting significantly better this offseason, with the Bills kind of remaining the same in my eyes. No major moves for Buffalo, but plenty of moves for New York, adding Aaron Rodgers, Dalvin Cook, and Allen Lazard, to name a few. Also adding Will McDonald through the draft. This Jets team looks like it's ready to take the next step with the big dogs of the AFC. And they open up the season against Buffalo, so we will find out a lot about this New York team mighty quickly. And we move on to the Bills, who did not make any major upgrades, as I just said. They lost star linebacker Tremaine Edmonds to the Chicago Bears. They did add Dalton Kincaid in the draft, who will look to make a name for himself as the number 2 target in Buffalo, a place that has not really had one behind Stephon Diggs. This team has a weird feeling. I honestly believe they might underwhelm this year, even still with Josh Allen, and even in underwhelming, I would still have them winning 10-plus games, but I think the Jets could potentially pass them out if Kincaid does not make an immediate impact. Stephon Diggs will then again be a one-man show with Josh Allen, which we have seen only get them so far when it comes to playing teams in the playoffs, like the Bengals and Chiefs. And on second thought, I'm going to make a change and put the Jets in first place because I see them making a big leap with Rodgers. So to recap, the Patriots are in last due to their general manager not putting them in the best spot to do good things on the field. Sorry, I'm tripping over myself here. It feels like a Monday on this Wednesday. I almost said Thursday. There you go. But they will hopefully get an answer on Mac Jones this season. And third, we got the Miami Dolphins with the biggest question being the health of Tua. Hopefully that's all good and resolved. And then there's the Bills, who need to give Josh Allen some more help. And finally, the Jets to see if the roster will gel with new quarterback Aaron Rodgers, which on Hard Knocks it looks like they have been doing that pretty well. But we'll be back to preview the AFC South and, of course, the shipwreck that the Colts are right back here tomorrow. Have a good one.
You always get a feel-good shopping experience at Grand Central in Hazleton.
Have you ever experienced that super pushy salesperson who follows you all around? Not here.
Or wandered around that big box store looking for help in the appliance department only to find the pink guy? Not here.
And we have an experienced, courteous sales staff here to help you find the perfect mattress, piece of furniture, or appliance with no pressure.
And don't forget, everyday low prices.
You always get a feel-good shopping experience at Grand Central in Hazleton.
F&L Doors, your trusted overhead door supplier, for over 50 years providing quality products and service to Eastern PA and beyond with 2 strategic locations. They carry top brand manufacturers and guarantee parts and service for your home or business. From new construction to replacement doors, inspections and service calls, F&L Doors stands behind every job, taking pride in the work they do. Call 800-344-DOOR, visit F&L Doors online at fldoors.com, or visit their showrooms in Hazel Township and Schuylkill Haven.
Burger's Farm Market, located in Drums, is family-owned since 1889. If you're looking for good, healthy eating, look no further than Burger's Farm Market. Fresh picked sweet corn and seasonal fruits and vegetables, as well as pick your own vegetables from the fields. Home of the Preservers of the Past Antique Machinery Weekend, September 15th, 16th, and 17th, showcasing antique tractors, motorcycles, equipment, and lifestyles from yesteryear. Fall decorations and pumpkin picking starting in October. They also now carry animal feed corn, chicken layer mash, and scratch grains. Visit Burger's Farm Market on Facebook for more information. Fresh from the Farm is brought to you by Lehigh Valley Hospital, Hazleton. Your health deserves a partner.
PPW Nation, get ready for the best of PPW Season 2. Join Paul Bowe, E. Julius Kuiper, Alexander Bravado, Tom Mitchell, and Alex Watt as we take you down memory lane and relive some of the best PPW matches of all time. Saturdays at 5 p.m., Sundays at 10 p.m., only on WYLN.
Hi, I'm Lisa Marie and welcome to Wellness Wednesday. This week we are with Dr. Guillermo Rodriguez, who is a family medicine primary care provider at LVPG Family Medicine in Vine Street, and we are here to talk about a topic that a lot of people are experiencing but might not know a lot about, and that's chronic back pain. So doctor, I know so many people who have had pain in their back, but let's talk a little bit what the word chronic means and how that applies to what we're going to talk about.
Absolutely. First, thank you for inviting me. I also hope I can help the community with this. Let's talk first about back pain. Obviously, back pain, studies have found that 84% of the people in the United States have had to see a doctor for back pain at least once in their lifetime. And 40% of the people do have back pain. Now, when we make the divisions about treatment and diagnosis, we divide in acute and chronic. And the number is easy, it's 90 days. Any pain that has been less than 90 days going on, we call that acute. And any pain that has been more than 90 days, that's your chronic pain. So we're talking, when we discuss chronic back pain, is when you have had 90 days of back pain that has not improved, you don't see it's going anywhere, and those patients that at that time we switch the category from acute to chronic.
So, you know, I'm having back pain, I'm not sure what caused it, I make an appointment, I come to see you. What are the first steps we take?
Well, the first most important thing, like everything else, is the history. And the things that we always do is, well, let's talk about the back pain. What brought the back pain? What were you doing? What activities? Did any activity at all cause the back pain, or it just came by itself? Do you have any history that can of things that can cause back pain? For example, if you are on certain medications that, for example, you're on a diuretic and you start voiding a lot of potassium, that can give you back pain. If you're on certain medications that can irritate the nerves, that can also cause back pain. If, God forbid, you have a history of cancer and you develop back pain all of a sudden, do you have metastasis? I'm not trying to scare people, oh my God, you have cancer because you have back pain, but it simply is just saying that it has so the history is so important. But the thing that we doctors do right away when a patient walks with chronic back pain is look for what we call the red flags. Red flags tells us this is something that we have to deal right away. Many patients go, oh, I have back pain, I want an MRI. That's the first thing they say. And we say, well, for us to even consider an MRI, the first thing we have to make sure is you don't have the red flags. So what are the red flags? Red flags are, number one, if suddenly you start developing back pain and you cannot contain your stool, for example, so you start having accidents or not able to contain your urine, that's not good. That we consider something called Wyscotta syndrome, which is a severe pinching of the nerves going in the area. Or when you lose all sensation in the pudendal area, in the area of your genitalia, anal area, you have no sensation, now that's an emergency. Number two, if only you have a loss of function of a lower extremity. My God, I lost my function, my left leg, my right leg. That, of course, is very urgent. Very interestingly, if you have high fevers while you have the back pain, so you have no pain, you have no fever, and so only when you get the back pain you have high fevers, that's very concerning. So it's not you have fever and the fever brought the back pain, it's that you have back pain and that brought your fever. Because then we have to think about abscesses on the area. And last but not least, on elderly population, anybody above the age of 75 walks in and says, you know what, my back hurts out all of the sudden. It's not, oh, it's been hurting for the past year. No, a couple of months ago, it's been hurting and now it's getting worse and worse and worse and worse. We have to think about compression fractures on these patients.
Well, thank you so much
That's
for this
a
wonderful
pleasure. Thank you.
information, and thank you for watching Wellness Wednesday.
If you're just tuning in, here's a recap of our top stories. The Hanover Township Police Department is asking the public for help identifying two suspects believed to have been involved in a retail theft. According to police, the two men pictured on screen used counterfeit $100 bills at Garrity Supermarket on August 26th around 1 p.m. Anyone with information regarding the incident or the identity of the suspects is asked to call Hanover Township Police at 570-825-1254. Also, the Hanover Township Police Department is investigating an incident involving counterfeit currency. The pictured female entered a KFC restaurant located at 140 Oxford Street, Hanover Township on August 26, 2023 at approximately 11:12 p.m. and made a small purchase paying with a $100 bill. It was later learned that the currency was counterfeit. Anyone with information on the identity of the above pictured female is asked to contact the Hanover Township Police Department at 570-825-1248. And that does it for the news. Remember, the source matters now more than ever. Catch all the latest news and updates on our YouTube, Facebook, or at our website at wylntv.com. Stay with us for a look at the weather.
You're watching WYLN TV 35.